What's going on, everybody? My name is T Clay and I'm here today to make a video going over the faults with the Overwatch system. I've been Overwatch banned twice this week. I'm a legendary eagle, in case you guys are curious, and I played a game, an admittedly sketchy game, on my Smurf account, and it got banned earlier this week, and I'm not too worried about that. But I rebought a copy of Counter-Strike. I bought this account right here, and you can see on this account, it's not showing here, but I had 2 competitive wins, and you can see I have like 3 friends on this account, right? Um, and this is the game I got Overwatch banned on this account for. I had 48 kills and 16 deaths. Now, obviously, since it was one of my first games on this account, I was playing low silvers, and you can imagine a legendary eagle playing against low silvers. They were kind of getting their heads taken off. You can see down here I had 48 kills, and let's see if we can count. 1, 2, 3 of them were not headshots. So whatever that works out to in percentage. I was getting like 90% headshots, 85% headshots. But, so I got Overwatch banned for this account. I want to go over the flaws with the Overwatch system with you guys so you can kind of really see, because I was streaming this entire game. So I want to highlight the differences between how it shows up in the Overwatch case and how I can see it on my screen. So let's get right into that. Okay, everybody, so this is the 6th round of the game that I got Overwatch banned for. This is the first 4K I got. You can see down there at the bottom I have 2 kills and 100% headshots at this point in time, but this is the first 4K I got. And I'd just like to highlight some of the key differences between this round on the 32 tick Overwatch display and on my 64 tick 200 frame per second display. You can see that was a pretty normal looking kill as far as Overwatch is concerned. And then you'll see these next two guys. So up there I'm tapping at their heads, and at one point I'm watching the top guy, and then you'll see the bottom guy's shoulder peek, and it sort of looks like I aim lock down to him, sort of. You can see right there I sort of aim lock down, but that's not really that big of a deal. It's the kill, it's my 4th kill that I want you to pay particular attention to. So you can see here, and then I'm just going to get a quick tap on that guy, so that was not that sketchy looking, I don't think. It was a little bit of a fast headshot, but this is the one. It was so fast you didn't even hear it shoot in the Overwatch, in the 32 tick display. So now let's look at what that looks like on my point of view. Okay, so this is that same round that I just showed you, except this is from my point of view. This is 64 tick server, 200 frames per second on my screen, but what you guys are seeing now is going to be in 30 frames. But you'll be able to see the difference between what Overwatch shows you and what the person playing the game actually sees. So you can see this kill, I get flashed, I'm tapping through the flash, and then I can see the guy on the after image, and I move over and shoot him. Nothing too strange there. It was a nice shot, but it was nothing illegitimate, right? So then we're moving on here to the next 2 kills. We can see I saw both of those guys. I don't kill that first guy. I can only assume it looks like it was on his head, so I can only assume it's because my accuracy wasn't at its full point yet. But anyway, I can see that was not aimbot. I can watch him shoulder peek, slowly shift walk shoulder peek, and I move over and kill him, and then I am blind for a second, miss that guy on the left, and then I can hear the guy behind me. I rotate off, and then I come over, and that is a clean shot that I obviously lined up, right? Now the next one, I come around, I'm going to unmute this so you can hear. There you go. You see that I peek around, flick over to the side. There's nothing illegitimate about that. It didn't look, it was fast, but it didn't look aimbot fast, right? Even though in the replay it looked like I just instantly flicked from one side to the other. And now you can also tell that this is one of the biggest flaws with Overwatch, okay? Notice how I shot twice on that? I'll even go back and show you. Notice, here we go. 1, 2, right? 2 shots. Now, if you recall, I pointed out that in the Overwatch view, the demo view in the 32 ticks, I didn't shoot at all. I mean, you saw the gun go back, but you didn't hear anything. And that's because both of those shots happen to fall on odd ticks, and the odd ticks don't show in the Overwatch because it's a 32 tick display, even though the server runs on 64 ticks. So it looked like I had flicked over and just instantly one-tapped the guy, and it didn't even show the fact that I was two-tapping, which makes it look just that much more suspicious. Okay guys, so this round here is actually the next 4K that I get within the same game. I think I get 5 total 4Ks in this game, and like 5 3Ks as well. You can see I've got 18 kills, 94% headshot, so I guess that's one's not a headshot right now. So that looks sketchy from the Overwatch point of view. Um, Now, let's see, this first shot, I want you to watch this first shot specifically. All 4 of these I think are a little sketchy from this view, but look how, you see how that looks like an aimbot, like I just instantly flicked down when the guy showed up? And this guy's gonna get one tapped right here, but you can see, I mean, it looks kind of aimbotty from the 32 tick view display. It does look aimbotty. Now, you're gonna see this guy down in CT, I'm gonna one tap him, it kind of looks like I flicked to his head a little bit. I'm actually going to go down on of elevator and then you'll see. See, he's going to pop around and I'm just going to kind of high with the one tap right there. And then this last guy, I'm going to tag him once and then I'm going to pop up and I'm going to kind of, I guess you could like sort of a flick headshot there. And once again, the shot doesn't, you can't hear the shot in the Overwatch display. Now let's look at that from my point of view. Alright guys, so here we are looking at it again from my point of view. This is the stream. This is the 13th round, it's 5-7. You can see I failed a bunny hop there. And I'm going to rush up Cat with the AK. And remember this first kill right here? It looked like I just instantly flicked down to his head. Watch it from my point of view. You see how you can tell that I just didn't instantly lock down, I actually moved my mouse? Now this kill right here as well, you can watch I stand still and I line that up on his head. It doesn't look fishy from my point of view. I mean, it looks like I'm good at the game, like I know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but it doesn't look like I'm cheating. You know what I mean? And here I'm getting calls. Let's see if we can unmute this for rest. And I'm just going to shut up while you watch, and I'll comment at the end.
Dude, chill out for a boy now.
You see I pre-aimed that guy because I saw him before. There's nothing illegitimate about that. I tried to tap that guy's head, I missed because he jumped, and then I got a clean, moved my mouse over, and shot once. Notice how you could actually hear the bullet fire that time. Let's move on to the next clip. Okay guys, so here we are loading into the third 4K of this game, and in case you're wondering, the reason I'm doing 4Ks is because I want to show as many kills as I can, within a couple clips, so that way it lets me do a couple kills at a time. Anyway, so you can see here I opted for the Deagle with full nades and full armor. The reason I did that is because it's second round, I couldn't afford a rifle, and I didn't know what they were going to do as far as armor goes. Now you can see that first kill, it looks like an aimbot sort of smooth aim type situation there, but it looks like I aimed after I shot the guy. So you'll see what that looks like from my point of view, but it obviously looks a little delayed. And here you can see with the insta crouches, which really bothers me, he does the decoy flash thing and works on me. And I stand up at 1D, and it looks like I pre-aim him, but I didn't. We'll see on my screen what that looks like. And also I'm going to jump up into window here, and you're going to see that when I jump off of window, I'm right now on for the 1v5 clutch. I'm waiting to see if they're going to plant the bomb over there, and they do. But you can see my screen does that little weird 180 flick thing that looks like my cheat's messed up or something. But obviously I'm not cheating, you'll see on my screen. And that just goes to show how even with the 32 tick system effectively only showing half of the game, half of what's actually happening, it's also not perfectly accurate, and sometimes it messes up. Now I want you to pay attention to the second opening frag I get here. I 1D that guy, that looks fine, but on this guy it looks like I aimbotted over to his head, right? It looks like an insta-flick. Now we're going to watch, I'm actually not going to get this kill here because I was running out of time. I just decided to try to stick it. But anyway, so you can see how that didn't look legit. Let's look at it from my point of view. Okay, so here we are. This is the same round from my stream point of view, okay? So you can see I'm running up here. It's not skipping on my screen, obviously, but we're going to jump down. I've got the D, I'm going to wait. Now pay attention to this first frag. Right there, you can see I cleanly move my mouse over and line up the guy's head while he's moving, and I shoot the guy. Here I get flashed, I crouch down, and the reason... That flash, by the way, didn't even show up. I just realized that flash doesn't even show up in the demo. Alright, it didn't even look like I was flashed at all, so that explains... I was curious why I was so late to shoot the guy, but it's because I couldn't see him there. You can see I stand up and cleanly 1D him. Now we're going to rotate over. I'm waiting to see what they're going to do because I'm on for the 1v5. You can see I get kind of close to my screen so that I can pay more attention to the crosshair and the further targets. But here you can see this is the part where I jump off and my screen does that wonky turn thing. That's all it was right there, is I just kind of turned over to the side and turned back. But it looked like some kind of weird 180 aimbot mess up thing on the 32 tick display. Now here you can see I'm going to go up on the cat, and I want you to pay attention to those same two kills. The first one, even in the Overwatch, it looked like a clean pre-aim because he was sitting in an average spot. But the second guy you'll see right here, I can see him jump up right now. I'm going to move over, and you can see I cleanly move my mouse over and shoot him in the head, and then you kind of know how the rest of this round goes. I see the guy over there, but I've just got to try to stick it. Anyway, so that's what happens. I'm sitting here staring at it. I know that's going to happen. On to the next clip. Alright guys, here we're loading up the fourth 4K from this game. There's 5 total, so we're going to look at one more after this, and then I'm going to call it a day on this video. Let's find myself. There I am. You can see I opt for the deagle again. I remember I just decided I was doing well with the deagle after that one 4K, so I decided to run it for the rest of the game. I don't know, it kind of worked out for me, I guess, but also I guess it looks like I was short on money as well, so that might be the other reason I did it this round. But anyway, I'm going to go on to B, and nobody's going to go B, you'll see that. I'm going to sit here where I usually do. But there's going to be one particular little kind of triple kill going on that you'll see. Not a triple collateral, but a triple kill. I'm going to kill one guy on long, and then one guy on cat, and then one guy on long in quick succession. And you'll see what I mean. It looks like 3 easy aimbot kills, and like in this showing, it really does look like I'm cheating, okay? Like I have a feeling there's a guy up there, there's a smoke up there. I'm going to get what looks like an aimbot flick there. I'm going to get one here, and I'm going to get this guy here. And all 3 kind of look like aimbots, right? And at this point, they're like, what on earth? And this next kill isn't anything special. It's like a crouch deagle spray down. Or somehow it took the 3 hits to kill the guy. I think I hit him in the leg one time. Anyway, so you can see I missed the first shot from the head, and then I'm just kind of trying to spray him down. The last guy gets killed by a teammate. Literally, they stole my ace like 4 different times this game. But anyway, let's look at that from my point of view. Okay, so here we are at the same round from my point of view on the stream. You can see the score is 9-9. I'm running up to B site. You know, nothing kind of happens until I run down. So I'm going to skip forward just a bit until, nope, a little too far. I'm going to skip to right here. This is about good. So you can see I'm going to run down, and I'm going to cleanly line up a shot on the guy who's running down long. Alright, I'm kind of peeking around trying to find where this guy is. I'm going to see him, line that up. I'm going to see this guy, line that up, and then finally it's a bit of a flick, but I line that guy up too. Now, you can see I cleanly line those up. It's not an aimbot. They're nice shots, shots that I would not normally hit, even though I practice the deagle a lot. But then you can see this kill, like I said, I missed that shot, and then it takes me 3 hits to kill him anyway, and my partner steals the ace. But you can see those weren't aimbot on my point of view. They don't look like aimbot, and this is why I'm streaming, guys, by the way, is I play with the deagle a lot, and I'm constantly getting accused of hacking, getting one-taps and stuff like that, and I stream so that people can look at my screen and my team. I can link to my stream, and they can realize, okay, this guy's just actually good, right? So I'm going to move on to the last 4K, and then I'm going to kind of wrap this video up and tell you guys what I think. Alright guys, so now we're loading into my 5th and final 4K of this game. I'm going to have an AK on the T side, and I push up to long doors in this, and you'll see what I mean. But there's one kill where I round the corner and I look like semi-flashed, I think, and I've got good crosshair placement, so it's easy for me to kill, but it almost looks like I'm pre-aiming. And then there's one where I'm just tapping through the ghetto smoke. That's what I like to call the after smoke of the nade. Anyway, yeah, so you can see I get flashed, I peek around the corner, and I'm still semi-flashed. I round the corner, and I kill the guy, and now I'm just tapping through, and that looked like I, kind of aim locked to him, right? Now you'll see, and then this guy pops up and I 2-tap him, and that's just good crosshair placement right there, guys. I don't have to move my mouse very much to hit you in the head if I have good crosshair placement. You'll see up here, I almost want to skip this because it's kind of boring. I just move up to this last guy and kill him while he's hiding behind a corner, but we'll watch it anyway. This last guy's got 22 HP, and this is the final round, by the way, guys. Just you guys can see, I am going up towards, he's gonna hide in T-spawn, and then you'll see I'll peek him, I check the corner, don't see him at first, and then I realize I saw him, and I do. In the Overwatch, it looks like a 180 sort of flick aimbot thing. You can see I barely see his feet. And once again, shot falls on an odd tick, and I can shoot. And just so you guys can see here, this is my first competitive win on this account. My first competitive win on this account. I played 3 total games on this account, 2 of them were wins, and I've already been banned, simply because I was playing with silvers, and I was just better than them, right? Let's look at that from my point of view. Okay guys, here we go. You can see it's 15-12. It's the same round. I've got my smoke out. I don't know why. I don't even think I used a single nade this entire game. Oh yeah, I did. I remember. But anyway, you can see I'm going to pre-aim it. I'm going to set my crosshair at head level. I'm going to get flash come around the corner. Still semi-flash. That was a clean headshot, right? And then I'm kind of tapping through the smoke, and that was a lucky shot. You can see there's no funny business going on with the crosshair or anything like that, right? And this guy comes out, and I'm going to tap him in the head. They're all clean kills, right? And then you can see, I'll skip ahead a little bit to this part up here where I check mid, realize my friendlies are there, I'm going to reload, and I'm just going to go check T-spawn. Don't you love the serious face I have when I'm playing Counter-Strike? Anyway, you see the guy in chat's going, let's end it, and I barely see him there, and it's a clean 180, and I just tap him in the head. You see the monstrosity of a difference between that? That one is a really good example because I do such a big turn there in a quick amount of time. Let's rewatch that last kill. It's almost a 180 type shot, and you can see the huge difference between how that looks on my screen versus how it looks in the game, right? So basically what I'm trying to say here, guys, is if you notice the one trend, the biggest trend between all these kills is because it's 32 tick, flicks look less like flicks and more like aimbot, okay? And I feel like it's getting people falsely banned more often than you might think. I got falsely banned twice this week. I got falsely banned. One of them, it was the luckiest game of my life. I was getting wallbangs and stuff like that. I'm not mad about it. If I was Overwatching me, I'd probably ban myself too for that game. But this one, it kind of bothers me. I bought a new account because my last account got falsely banned. And I 2 wins into this account, I'm already Overwatch banned. I wake up in the morning, I'm going to go play a game, I'm already Overwatch banned. And it's really annoying, guys. It's really annoying. And it's a faulty system, and it needs to be reworked. I think that we wouldn't be having these problems as much if the Overwatch was in 64 ticks just like the game servers were. Okay? I don't see why they can't just record the game servers in 64 ticks and display them back. I mean, it's a little more taxing, but you're going to have a lot less legitimate players like me getting Overwatch banned because they're getting over-reported by a bunch of salty silvers on their new account and getting banned because of it. And I think it's really annoying, okay? So those are just my thoughts on Overwatch. This is one of the biggest flaws in Overwatch. It's just kind of going over what's wrong with it and how I think it can be fixed. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been T Clay, and I'm out.